This is everything I got at the Weecycle event yesterday. If you watched my video, I cleaned out my kids' closet so we can make some room for everything we picked up. I will insert a clip. I only got one pair of shoes. In my opinion, this shoe selection was kind of horrendous. They were overly worn or overly priced. Only my son was able to get a pair of shoes, and that's because I did kind of pay up for like a nicer pair of shoes. Other than that, let's get into the clothing. Just walk in, it is this Christmas section, which I was all over, immediately went to. My daughter is a sucker for the Grinch, so they had a cute little outfit set. It was a size 4T, and it was $6 for the crew neck and the matching sweatpants. I love it. I know she's gonna love it. This will be her only crew neck though, and if you watched the video from yesterday, I said she probably needed crew necks, and this is the only one we picked up. The selection was not the best in my opinion. I was able to find her a bundle set of these 2 fleece quarter zip sweaters. So it was $6 for both of these. One is Arizona Company and the other is Children's Place. They're both a 4T. I know I said she didn't really need anything except crew necks, but I'm a sucker getting the stuff that she's a sucker for, and this girl loves Minnie Mouse or Mickey and Friends. So this is going to be a 5T, so I'm assuming she could wear it this year and hopefully next year, as well as this one's a 4T, so she'll probably only get to wear it this year. But for both of them, it was $5. It wasn't a bad deal to me, and I know she'll like them, and they were really good condition in my opinion. 2-piece fleece bundle. It was for $5, which I loved. One is a Old Navy brand, and then the other is Land's End. So we just got red and a basic black. We'll do with what we could get. Very excited about this. He already wanted to wear it today, and I was like, it's not the holiday season, but it is a Star Wars Jumping Beans, which I believe is sold at Walmart. It was $5. He's really into Star Wars right now, so he was just happy that he got more Star Wars gear, honestly. We got these Peanuts and Fox like footsies. They were $4 for both, which I was a big fan of. And then the Peanuts is Pottery Barn, so that's where like this was such a good deal in my opinion, because I know like Pottery Barn onesie, this was probably at least 20 plus just for one, unless it came in a bundle set. But for $4, I'm very excited. And like I said, my oldest likes Star Wars, so I think he'll get a kick out of the baby wearing Star Wars onesies. And for 4 onesies for $4, I couldn't pass it up. I like babies just wearing onesies so that they can crawl around the house in it. Did pay up for this in my opinion. It is a singular onesie and a beanie, and it was $8. But my oldest had this exact set, and I had gotten rid of it, so my daughter didn't get to wear it, but I found it, so now I could recreate the photos with my youngest. And that's honestly the only reason why I picked it up. This was probably one of my favorite finds. This was $4, and I am very much looking forward to him walking around in this. I can only envision it. It's gonna be magical. I love it. $4, you can't beat that, and it's Cat and Jack. Last 2 items are going to be kids' toys. They were just ones I was actually specifically looking for, so I was kind of happy that they had them. I've been looking for one of these. I want to pay brand new because they're like $20 to $25, and I knew people like get rid of these a lot. I got this for $7.50, so it's gonna be perfect. A miniature version of this, and my son absolutely loves it, but he's only 8 months old, so he doesn't really have a pincher grasp, so I figured a bigger one, he'll be able to like maneuver around it better, and this was $6, and so it just needs a little wipe down, and I'm sure he's gonna enjoy it once he sees it. Personally buy the bag solely because I always need bags, but that was an additional $3. And if you did pay with a credit card at the event, they did additional like 4% subcharge. Basic total was initially $76, $77-ish, and after the subcharge I'm sure it was slightly over $80. Plus the ticket was $10, so I spent just a little under $100. I personally probably would have just gone to the bins. I could have found a lot of this stuff. I was telling my friends whatever doesn't sell, I guarantee will be at the bins by next week. I found funny, but there's just certain items that I wanted to pick up, and I didn't really have a problem paying for it. But some of the items there definitely were a little overpriced in my opinion, or next to retail. Like me and other moms were looking around and we were like, this is only $5 cheaper than the retail price, and it has a bunch of pilling. Like, it didn't make sense. But if you go to any of these events, it is individualistically priced. So whatever family or individual that was selling at the event got to pick the price of the item. So some of it I think was reasonable, such as the 4 bodysuits for $4. Other pieces I saw for like 2 bodysuits for $8. And I was like, even at Once Upon a Child, they'll do bodysuits at about $1.50. Just felt a little unreasonable. They do a sale day on the last day, and so maybe that's when that stuff would be a better pickup in my opinion. But that's everything I got. I won't say it was horrible. This was just my first time as a buyer instead of a seller. and I wasn't fully disappointed. I just did think I was going to pick up more than I did, and that just didn't happen because I wasn't willing to pay the prices. So let me know if you have any positive experiences, if you love Weecycle, or if you kind of had the same experience as I did.